Hello and welcome. Today, we would like to give you a brief overview on the JOTA-JOTI 2021 program and what we have planned for you this upcoming October. This year's JOTA-JOTI stands all around the topic of Scouts for SDGs, keep moving. So the Scouts for SDGs has been around for a few years now, but we don't want to stop. We want to go further and allow young people to discover and strengthen their competences around becoming active citizens for sustainable development even more. So this JOTA-JOTI, we've created a framework that bases all around the sustainable development goals, how young people can learn and discover more about them and how their personal competences align with them. But we want to take it even further and encourage young people to take action for their community and how they can serve and create service actions in order to help us all achieve the sustainable development goals. For this, we have created 4 thematical pillars that provide a well-rounded framework for the program that we've planned. So first, we have the environment and sustainability pillar, where we want to encourage Scouts with, for example, programs like the Earth Tribe to learn more about how they can encourage and learn more about environmentalism, sustainability, and their contribution to it. Next up, we have the pillar of peace and community engagement, where through dialogue, through the program of Messengers of Peace, and workshops, seminars, and tools for them to learn how to be active in their community and to help create peace and understanding. Our third pillar is Skills for Life, a Scout all-time classic, where they can learn practical skills that they can implement in their everyday life. Last but not least is the health and well-being pillar, which is an essential pillar for each and every one of us, because we need to take care of ourselves and our fellow citizens in order to be able to have a good health, good well-being, to achieve the Scouts for SDGs and contribute to a better world. So now you've heard a bit about what our framework is going to be for JOTA-JOTI, but what does this mean actually in practice? In practice, this means we're going to have a fantastic digital campsite that is going to be available throughout the entire weekend. And we've split it up in different sub areas, just like this at a jamboree that's taking place physically. We have it all digital that you can visit and explore. So here you can see the lists of different sub areas that we have planned, from the amateur radio hub, the innovation lab, where you can learn all around the next steps that can lead us to more innovation, where you can learn in workshops, seminars, panels, but also how-to videos around technology, arts, environmentalism. So all activities that link to those thematical pillars. Jamboree on the internet, Jamboree on the air is well, as it says, jamboree. So one thing that cannot be missing is fun. That's why we have a fun zone that provides you with dancing, singing, celebrating, and having just simply a great time throughout the entire weekend. In the international campfires area, we're going to have campfires from all around the world, celebrating a very Scouting tradition in the regional own ways. And this way you can learn what a campfire, for example, means in the Asia-Pacific region. We also have a celebrations arena, because in the Scout movement, we achieve so many great things, and part of it is to celebrate it. And we're going to have celebrations for example, 10 years of Messengers of Peace, and all the things we have achieved with this program, for example. But so many celebrations are lined up, and we're happy if you join one of them. Then we have the chat room, where you can connect with Scouts from all around the world. JOTA-JOTI Live is one of the the all-time favorites of JOTA-JOTI, where you're going to have live hosts that are going to connect with scouts and friends of scouting all around the world. Scouts Got Talent, our own talent show. Be surprised in what talents are there. You'll see for sure. Then the international radio station is lined up for this year, as well as the famous Jampus. And also for our leaders, we're going to have the international leaders site again, where leaders will be provided with useful resources and how to allow the scouts, the young people, to have a great experience, but also to learn for themselves what the programs and methods we're using can help in the personal progression. A leader helps to guide the scouts in their journey.
Thanks, Lisa, for that incredible new way of learning about the Scouts for SDGs and SDGs in general. As Lisa is sharing this year, we are focusing around learning key competencies and SDGs. So from all these area campsites that we are offering, we want to move you to the main objectives of it. Foster international collaboration and the mindset of think global, act local. So all what your scouts can do now at grassroots level in your unit, and hopefully you start preparing already to be part of JOTA-JOTI, has an impact on the global level. And we want them to understand their role, but also to share with others how they are connected and how we can do a lot more if we do small things together, all the different places. And the other is to facilitate learning about cultures and connection with scouts around the world for SDG action. So the idea is that they can discover different ways on the 4 pillars that Lisa was mentioning. I hope you remember. We had environment sustainability, peace and community engagement, skills for life, and health and well-being. So the idea is that they learn how they can take action in these areas, strengthen their skills and competencies, and organize activities for the community development. Also, in terms of young people and adults, we want each of you adults and all young people that will take part of it to become aware and start the journey to become scouts for SDGs. And our new triennium, we have the opportunity to be stronger, to have a stronger foundation in our National Scout organization, and get ready for reporting this in 3 years. How much have we contributed to SDGs? We want adults and young people to understand their role in achieving these SDGs globally, but also in their country and of course in their community. This is how our global impact happens, with the activities in the community. We want to provide access to tools and resources. Some are already done and available to all National Scout organizations. Some others will be created and designed for young people during JOTA-JOTI, but then later available for you if you want to continue using them on your weekly meeting. We want young people and adults to share ideas, resources, and way of thinking with others and connect the personal progression of young people with our event and our activities. So this is not a 3 days event, but something that you can start working on it from now on, plan the personal progression of young people, and then use the event as a vehicle to advance it. And of course, is the last, but is the most important, have fun with the activities and digital experience. We had a lot of digital experience these past 2 years. We want to have a little bit more and some combined experience where you learn digital, you go on the ground and in the field and learn, and then you come back digital as well. We do have digital badges, and we will have 2 super challenges. The 2 super challenges are about Scouts for SDGs and JOTA-JOTA Explorer, Total JOTA-JOTI Explorer. That means that if young people go through different other activities and they cover all the requirements, they will get this digital badge through the super challenges. How can they get these 1 or 2 super challenges? If they complete other challenges that we have also during JOTA-JOTI. Earth Drive, peace and community, health and well-being, be prepared, international friendship, STEAM, and advocate for the goals. What is it in each of those? Earth Tribe, as you know, is our initiative for environment and sustainability, and you can do activities about Champions for Nature, Scouts Go Solar, and Tide Turner's Plastic as well, plus other things of waste management and different things that you can do for our planet. In peace and community, there will be activities about dialogue for peace, Patrimonito, he for she, diversity and inclusion, civic engagement, and peace building. So different activities, some live sessions, webinars, and games that young people can do. In health and well-being, we will explore that as well. We will touch on mental health, spiritual development as well. We will touch base on personal safety and safety on different areas where we scouts and young people go through. Be prepared is more about life skills and entrepreneurship and how they can get more ready for life. International friendship is how they get connected with others. And STEAM is about science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, because that's also some of the areas that help us develop our brain, our critical thinking, our system thinking, which are key competencies for a sustainable planet. And advocate for the goals, which is around how you can take action, make a stand, and join efforts with your community to advocate for specific causes in all the challenges that we have. So if young people complete 1 or 2 or 3 of these challenges or activities in all the challenges, for example, they can get either the Scouts for SDGs or the Total JOTA-JOTA Explorer. Okay, sorry about that. So how does this challenge work? There is an online recognition journey, interactive activities, and cross-cutting topics. What we mean is that you as an adult leader will be able to check what activities are your young people going through. You need to have the conversation, talk with them, plan with them, and then match it with the personal progression that they are currently going through. And challenge them. If you can explore the platform in advance, you can challenge them. You know, there's a Messengers of Peace challenge, or there's a history channel challenge you can explore, because this is related to your objective here or to your badge here. Use the JOTA-JOTI as a vehicle and as a tool for activities that you want them to explore. They are all digitally inspired and blended with hands-on action. So we most probably, and you will be able to discover, we are asking them to check online. We are asking them to go and do some things on the ground in their communities with other people and then come back and report. And we hope that you take this into account, any learning during this weekend and on JOTA-JOTA, and the challenges or digital badges that they take, that you count them for their personal progression, that you plan time in the next weekend of JOTI or during the JOTA event to debrief with them, talk with them, and give them some recognitions or extra points for their personal progression. So our next steps, and that's why we are doing this video here also, is please foster more conversations about the emphasis that we are taking on SDGs with your national teams, with your program teams, and with the adult leaders that will be inviting young people to join JOTA-JOTI. Consider all these challenges and the content that we will present, and probably already available through the platform, with personal progression for young people. If you have doubts, you can also reach out to us or the regional directors of program if you have questions or suggestions also for the program. And encourage conversation between you and young people, adult leaders and young people in all ages, because this is from CUPs up to rovers, to make JOTA-JOTI a digital experience. JOTA-JOTI is an experience that doesn't have to be only the 3 days of that weekend, but can start from now. You can start preparing them and invite them to join to the different activities. And that's all from our side, Lisa. So there's an extensive group of volunteers and staff supporting the program, and we look forward to see you around on JOTA-JOTA and see your preparations. Okay.